Okay, everybody, it's the main part of the show, Soft Power Hour, where we talk about how China is changing our mind through their various nefarious ways. China is very good at this through social media, through traditional media, through everything. And we're going to find out a lot about that in this particular episode. So the first thing that I need to talk about is, you may have heard about this, but it's something we have often spoken about, and that is the unfair practices of unscrupulous Chinese sellers and Amazon accounts. So we are going to play a video. What's the guy's channel before I put him up? We got to give him credit.
Yeah, sure. Let me just check real quick.
Before I put this up, because that's how it works. We're totally against stealing other people's stuff.
Of course, right? Of course. I believe his name is Sean Woods.
Is it Sean
yeah,
Woods?
Sean Woods, and it's called the Mousetrap Monday. Very big channel.
He does videos about mousetraps, I guess.
And the link is actually in the description. Anyway,
okay, yeah, we did. So let's take a look at this little clip from him quickly. Let's get there. Is it going to come up?
What I'm talking about has to do with this mousetrap. It's a brand new design. It's called the Flip and Slide. And when I first tested it out a few weeks ago, I was amazed. The first night I set it up, I caught over 20 mice. It was invented and made by Rennie Traps. He's a young man who came up with the design, made prototypes, and started the business in his garage. He manufactures all the traps here in the USA, and currently he's living an American dream where if you build a better mousetrap, the world will come knocking at your door.
Okay, now first of all, the American dream apparently is when you build a better mousetrap, people come knocking at your door.
I
we get what he's saying.
That's cool. I've dealt with rats in the past.
Absolutely. Anyway, so let me explain what happened. He made a video about this mousetrap where he filmed, night vision and showed like how many mice were caught with this very good new design of mousetrap, right? And almost overnight, Chinese companies copied the design and started to use his video as their advertising, which they then put on Facebook.
Now, keep in mind, this guy didn't make this mousetrap. He endorsed it.
He endorsed it. This
Made in America.
Yeah, so he's endorsed this Made in America product. But the fact of the matter is, all these unscrupulous Amazon sellers and Chinese companies, and look, we've dealt with this, we've talked about this in the past, it's hit a lot of our friends. You invent something and you try to get it produced in China, they will steal your design, or just like this, because it's a fairly simple design, it's easy for them to just take a look at it on the internet and copy it themselves. That's not the dastardly part. Of course they're going to make knockoffs, but the worst part of this is how they actually knock the original creator out of the market and steal all the footage. So what they did was they stole the footage of this guy's video, and they were using it for advertising for their knockoff traps, the video of the original trap.
Right.
So he tried to reach out to claim...
So as soon as...
Yeah, take a look. Take a look here.
As I saw that stolen video of my footage being used on Facebook on paid ads, I reached out to Facebook, I filed a copyright complaint, and I couldn't believe the response. Even though I provided very clear evidence that this Facebook ad contained footage that was stolen from my YouTube video, they basically said they couldn't prove that it was copyrighted, and they allowed the ads to keep running. That is appalling. Facebook knows these ads contain stolen footage, and they decided to partner with unethical businesses over in China over the rightful owners.
Okay, so now comes first of all, that's appalling. All right, but the real kicker is all the Amazon shops that turned up. And now they didn't even make their own pictures, by the way.
No.
They took the same picture from the original Amazon shop and they just copied and pasted it. Look at all these.
Description and everything.
Yeah. And they started to call them all sorts of weird names. Whatever.
How high your?
Yeah, what was that other one? Like Snow something?
Snow Prisoners.
Yeah, it's just whatever. You can see.
Alan Flip.
Alan Flip.
Barbara Flip.
That's the thing, though. This is where China wins. They've got the manpower and they've lacked the scruples when it comes to business. They will steal your product, put it out there, and then they get in-house or they pay companies that are based in China. I know about these because I've spoken to people that actually work at these companies. They pay companies that go out there and first of all give bad reviews to the original product, okay? And good reviews to the fake product. So it bumps the original product all the way down the list in Amazon, and the fake products get bumped to the top. So when you're searching mousetrap, the first one that's going to pop up on your Amazon feed, of course, is the fake one, because they've gotten thousands and thousands of fake bot accounts, or real people. They have these farms where people sit, you can see they've got like something like 50 phones in front of each person, and all they do is they create fake accounts on them, and they keep them active so it looks real to try and beat the algorithm. So they'll post other things, other real reviews here and there. But then when they get their business, someone calls them and says, look, we need this product to be downvoted and this product to be upvoted.
Correct.
That's all they do. All of them sitting in this office, each with 50 phones, will go, okay, leave a good review for this one, leave a bad review for that one, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
They get paid to do that, and it works. And it works on places like Amazon. So the crappy knockoffs get put to the top. And the fact is, they stole the artwork. They stole the photos from the original post. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's terrible. Amazon's very, very bad when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, yeah, like, what do you do about this? We have something that can help.
Yeah, so this is actually the best integration we could ever possibly ask for. And we've been working with a company called Cultivate. We talked about them before, but they were just in their infancy. They were in beta or something. But anyway, what they do is they were tired of seeing all these fake Chinese products. And honestly, it was perfect for me because I almost boycotted Amazon completely because it's insane. When Winston and I try to buy shit on there, it's like literally 100 Chinese products. You don't know what is what. And then finally, maybe you'll find the original one. Remember how long it took us to find one power bank?
Yeah.
Not from China?
Yeah.
So anyway, they built this app. It's not an app. It's like a plugin.
It's a plugin for Chrome.
And for Safari.
Okay.
And they're actually working on one. I just talked to them yesterday. They're working on one for Firefox. It's going to be out soon too.
Okay.
But those are already out, totally free.
Yeah.
What you do is you add it onto your browser, and then when you go on here, it'll tell you where stuff's made.
Yeah. Now you can see on our screen up there, it says seller from China.
Right.
That normally won't pop up in Amazon.
They don't want you to know
hide that
that
on purpose.
Yeah.
But now we went to this violence baits. Violent baits.
It's violent baits. It says humane or lethal bucket trap. Violent baits.
Violent baits. Yeah. Anyway, so violent baits was one of the top rated ones. Okay, because we searched for this. We searched for the actual name of the original product, and this came up before the original product. That's how these Amazon click farms and these ridiculous, unscrupulous Chinese sellers work. Is they do this on purpose. So the original guy who invented this, put all his hard work into this, did everything, he loses out.
Right.
But the knockoff, unscrupulous, shitty Chinese companies, they make off with a profit.
Right.
Okay? Now, when we went to Violent Baits, because of this plugin, it popped up a little Chinese flag up there, and it said, seller from China, found 7 American alternatives. Now, guess what? One of the American alternatives is, let me get out of this somehow.
Is Rin traps.
The actual thing.
Right. And it gives you another shop to buy it from.
That is the actual real product.
Right.
Okay.
So this can be used with anything, not just Rin traps like mouse traps. We're not working with these guys.
No, we don't know them. We don't know the other guy either.
We don't know any of these people,
Yeah.
but we do know that Cultivate has worked on all these things that we keep buying. So we find American-made alternatives for all these products instead of buying. We don't want to support made-in-China products.
And here's the thing. You know, I got to be straightforward with you. I don't plug products.
No.
I've never done it on my channel. I hate that kind of thing. This is not plugging a product. This is a service.
It's free.
This is a service that I think is necessary for us to combat this kind of shit.
Absolutely.
And also to know what you're buying.
Right.
Because a lot of the times they will say made in America. They actually put that in their description, and you can't tell if it's true or not. They say that, but you can always find out.
You know what the worst was? I did one on my channel the other day. Yeah. There was face masks, medical grade face masks that said made in the USA in the description, and then I used Cultivate. It said made in China.
Yeah.
Literally fake medical supplies. And Amazon allows this.
They do.
Amazon, honestly, they need to go to jail. Over they're selling very dangerous things.
They could plug this hole if they wanted to.
They could. Very easily. The data's in there.
Yeah.
They can. That's how Cultivate gets it. That data is in Amazon.
Yeah, the API.
So anyway, definitely download this. I have the links down below. Use the links down below, and then it's
free.
really good. It's totally free. There's Safari and Chrome, but then later there's going to be a
now
Firefox
you see when we clicked on the actual original product, take a look. It says seller from New York, United States over there.
See, it'll tell you, and it'll tell you other countries as well. So it'll say Taiwan or whatever. You know what I mean? So I absolutely
does
love
it?
this. Yeah, it does. It's not just America.
Okay,
it
I
does
thought it
every
was an
country.
America only thing, which is probably my only criticism.
It gives you American-made alternatives.
Yes, I wish it gave you like other alternatives.
Sure,
stop.
I agree, but they're working on that. But the most important thing is that it shows you every country that something is made in. It shows the brand or where it's manufactured. Right?
Correct,
and it's really cool. We use it every day.
I can honestly stand behind this Cultivate.
Hands
that's
down.
the logo. I can stand behind this product, this plugin. Because,
Also, the people that made it are awesome. They're like really nice guys.
Yeah. See, you just add the extension.
Super easy.
It's done.
Yeah.
That will at the very least, allow you to make an informed decision when you're buying something too. If you are the kind of person who cares about getting an original product, then you can.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, how would you know? You're searching for this mousetrap. You've seen it online. You saw an advert for it. You know what it looks like.
Right.
You go search for it. The first thing that pops up, oh, that's what I saw online.
Right.
I'm going to buy it. Meanwhile, it's like Snowforge, Snowforge dragon mousetrap.
Right.
But you think it's the real one, but it's a knockoff. And the inventor who made this in his own garage that actually put in the work, he loses out. And you're giving some thief in China your money instead of the person who made it.
Right.
And so that's why I can stand behind this app. It's not an app, it's a plugin for your browser, and say it's worth it.
Right.
You know?
And Amazon could get rid of these imposter companies in 2 seconds.
Of course they could.
They could. And shame on you, Amazon, you piece of shit. Seriously.
Yeah.
Anyway, get Cultivate. It's awesome. The links down below help us track, how many people, it's not tracking us, how many people on our end downloaded it. So it can help us out in the future too.